I believe in closeness.
That's it, man.
Just like your cornerbacks, you want them close up.
I like them really close. I just don't want them to hold.
That's right.
Yeah.
I'm not going to touch you.
That's really good.
T-Rob, just after the first few days, how do you like the guys' depth and how that's shaking out?
You know, obviously you can tell the team speed has improved, and that's something that, you know, Coach Muschamp been talking about and emphasized throughout the off season. And our guys have got faster, and you can definitely see that. I like the camaraderie right now. We got a lot of guys battling with each other and for each other. And that's the one thing that we talked about, you know, going into the fall camp. We want to get closer as a team. We wanted to compete in a different way, and I think our kids are really doing that. So I'm impressed on where we are, but we have a long way to go.
How difficult is it to kind of walk the line between trying to be physical in camp and knowing that you're pretty thin depth-wise and don't want to get anybody hurt?
No, we base our program on effort, toughness, and discipline. And so, you know, toughness is a part of who we are. So we're going to be physical, you know, and it's just part of playing the game and doing the things like that. But our kids are doing a good job of practicing and taking care of each other, you know, and that's the one thing that we kind of put onus on, you know, being physical, but being smart about it. Not taking any cheap shots, not hitting the guy in the back where he run into another defender or another offensive player. So, you know, our kids are doing a good job of that, handling it the right way, and we're really proud of them for doing that. We got to continue to do that.
What are your impressions of Jemias Williams' first 3 days on practice?
You know, a really good, talented player. We playing him at multiple spots right now. Really hadn't saturated him at one spot. You know, so it's a lot for a freshman to come in and play 2 spots. So one thing we're doing right now, we'll saturate him a little bit more as we put on the pads and things like that, and just primarily play him at some nickel, and that'll kind of, you know, broaden his world a little bit for him. But we'll be okay. I'm excited about him. He got the skill set that we always knew he had. He compete like we knew he would, so we're excited about it.
When do you make a decision on a guy like that, or any of the guys that, yeah, he's going to help us, or he may start? I mean, at what point does the process does that happen?
Well, obviously we hadn't even put on pads, so, you know, it's not fair to say that to him. It's not fair to say that to anyone right now. But, you know, I will say this: the freshmen are doing a really good job. You know, our older players are really taking them under their wing. They're helping them. They're going through all the installs. We got stuff at night where we're doing walkthroughs, and the kids are really taking the onus to be a really good football team. And I'm really proud of them for doing that, and we just continue to do that, and we'll be fine.
Has anybody mentioned Jemias playing offense, and do you kind of smack their wrist if they say it?
Well, if they do that, I'll take shy of defense. I'm sure the offense won't agree to that.
Tia, how crucial is it to try to get a sustained pass rush and to try to get those numbers up after these last couple of years?
I think that's very important, and that's one of the things Coach Thompson has done a really good job. Coach Dillman in the off-season program has done a really good job of getting the guys faster, working on their first step. I really think that Bryson will help us doing some of those things. I think, you know, Taylor will be great inside. I think Dante Sawyer. I think Dennis Wonham is a guy who has really, really impressed me, you know, the first 3 days. So we just got to continue to kind of find us some pass rushers, maybe with these young guys as far as Aaron Sterling, maybe Brad Johnson, some guys that also can provide some immediate pass rush for us.
With Bryson, do y'all like his hand in the dirt? Do you like him kind of roving on the edge as a stand-up rusher?
You know what? He's a guy that can do both, and he has done both in college games. So, you know, it doesn't matter. You know, however he feels comfortable right now, he feels comfortable doing both. So, however it gets to the quarterback, we want him to get there.
What has Wonham done that's impressed you?